Maybe, but you already said that men hold the key to dating.
Dates?
Yeah.
No,
you already
actually,
said that. You said that earlier.
So what I've said was,
that we hold the key to sex, and you guys hold the key to dating.
To some degree, although I would actually argue that for so I think it often goes, women are
the arbiters of sex, and
women
men are
control.
the arbiters of relationships.
Women control access to sex. Men control access to relationships. Now, I'm not entirely like really. Hold on, let me finish. Really attractive. I would say maybe like top tier, really attractive dudes. They obviously are gonna. Because there's a lot of women like chasing after relationships with really attractive dudes, and those chicks are never gonna get it. I would say though, for the average dude, he when it comes to his dating prospects, he's probably gonna not have control in that realm either. The woman's still gonna have control, I think, in that realm.
What I say to that is maybe you should teach all the men watching your podcast to stop sleeping with every woman they see then. And if you guys, if you're saying that we hold the key or the arbiters of sex, you guys could easily be that by not sleeping with every woman you see.
No, but it's a very small proportion of men that are able to do that.
No.
You're saying that like, okay, if all guys could fuck all women, they would. But the reality is most men are not attractive enough to do that. Would they?
That's not true. I don't think it's men will just find the one that's willing to. No matter how their attractive level, they'll find a woman that's either less attractive or who's just easier to sleep with. If they have the goal of sleeping with a woman that night, I'm not saying it always happens.
No, hold on.
But they can make it
hold on.
Yeah.
So here's the reality. Any woman, if she's so inclined, can be a slut. Not every man can be a slut.
They can.
No.
My guy friends, the uglier my guy friend, the bigger whore they are.
No.
Yes.
We've had
it's like they have to prove something to themselves.
Yeah.
No, it's not true.
The shorter and the uglier
then Kiko, how come it's only 20% of men who are able to have sex right now, according to the most recent polling by Pew Research?
Getting taken from?
I know. Can we
pull Isla Vista and see what the poll's going to say.
The reality is, if you were to find like an obese woman and you're like, go get sex, she could very easily do it. You can't say the same thing about an obese man.
That's true.
Like,
That's on men,
there's
though.
no such thing. There's
fully on men.
Plenty of fat ugly sluts, but there's no fat ugly studs.
No, there's not. I used to be 250 pounds, so I was kind of like that fat
we should tell.
Oh,
tell
yeah.
us.
Well, that seems more like an oxymoron.
I mean,
How's it an oxymoron?
Fat, ugly studs. Well, studs isn't that an adjective?
Well, I mean,
He means Chad.
Fine, then I'll use. There's plenty of fat, ugly female sluts, but there's very, very few or almost no fat, ugly male sluts.
That's because
if you
women
prefer
have
that.
standards.
No, it's not. It's because
I promise you it is, because if you're saying that that's unattractive to you, of like a fat woman or whatever.
I mean,
she's still getting sex because the men are allowed. They're willing to.
I would argue I'm pretty picky.
Like,
I'm fairly picky myself when it comes to the women.
Yeah, maybe you are, but most men are not.
they're not going to date her just because they fuck.
Right,
her.
because
men just
I didn't say they would. I'm saying that they're still permissing the sex.
But that doesn't change. Like, that doesn't really change the argument when it comes to like an unattractive woman can get laid super easily.
How is that
compared to like a man?
Does that not follow the same like logic of men just not
well,
having
my position is women have dating on easy mode, and you do, because it's
easy mode's like a weird way to put it if you're still like fearing safety. And I understand that you're saying that that's not like that's an extreme, but it's also why women have.
I fear my safety when I'm. Like, if I was on a date with you, I'd be like, yo, shit. She gonna, like, I don't know, I feel like you might have like you might have a knife on you or some shit. You might try to have you stabbed.
I mean,
have you stabbed
considering how
before?
many dates you gals have been going on,
Who's you gals?
or have gone on.
Please don't assume
Is it
Sophia's
realistic
gender.
for us to assume that you really fear that much for your
That's not
safety?
In years. Hold on.
Actually, no.
Rip. RIP's in the chat.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Hold on.
hungry.